Hello everyone, welcome to Something's Cooking with Alpa, and today I'm going to show you a 3-generation old recipe. Yes, it's my grandmother's recipe and it's the moong dal kachori. I can totally guarantee that you must have never had such a kachori before, and it's quite simple to make, and during the rainy season, oh my god, it is a treat to your taste buds. So without any delay, let's make our moong dal kachoris. So guys, to make this delicious mouth-watering moong dal kachori, let's take 1 cup of wheat flour, which is roti ka atta, and let's add some salt to taste. And then we are going to add half teaspoon of lime juice. That's right, lime juice. It helps in making the kachoris nice and crispy. And then we are going to give everything a good mix, a quick mix. And once everything is mixed in, let's add half tablespoon of oil and let's mix everything in again. Once mixed, then let's start adding little water at a time and let's knead a soft dough. And guys, make sure that the dough is not too hard and nor very soft either. And this is how your dough should look like. See, it's not too hard and not very soft either. And now let's cover it up with a wet cloth and keep it aside for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Meanwhile, let's start working on our stuffing. So now let's take about half cup of moong dal, which is also called as split and dehusked green gram, and let's soak it in water for about 2 hours. And after 2 hours, this is what it's going to look like. And now it's time for us to drain all of the water and just separate the dal from that water. And once we are done with that, then it's time for us to take a kadhai or any vessel and let's add about 1 tablespoon of oil. And once the oil is nice and hot, then let's add about 1 inch of a cinnamon stick, which is dalchini, followed by 1 dried red chili, 3 to 4 cloves, which is long. And then let's cook it for about 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, let's add 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds, which is rye. And once they start to splutter, then let's add about a pinch of hing, which is asafoetida. And then it's time for us to add our moong dal. And after adding the dal, we are going to add about 1/4 cup of water to the dal. And then we are going to follow it up with salt as per our taste. And then let's give everything a good mix. And let's check if we have enough water so that our dal gets cooked properly. So let's even it out and the water should come to the surface of the dal. So I just added a little bit more water so that the dal basically drowns in the water and the water is coming to the surface of the dal. And now let's keep a lid on top of our vessel and put some water on top of that lid. And now we are going to cook the dal for the next 10 minutes on a slow flame. Do check in intervals, and if the dal seems a little too dry, then you can always add 1 or 2 teaspoons of water to it. And after 10 minutes, look at our dal. It's nicely cooked and each grain is different from other. That is exactly how we want our dal to be. And now it's time for us to just check if it's cooked thoroughly and by pressing it, and if it gets mushed in, then that's it. Our dal is completely cooked. So now guys, let's remove this dal into a bowl and let's wait it out till the time it completely cools down. We make sure that it is completely cooled down. That is the very most important part. Also guys, you can remove all the dry masalas like the long and the dalchini and the red chili from the dal. And once it is completely cooled, then it's time for us to add 1/4 cup of fresh grated coconut, followed by 1/4 cup of chopped fresh coriander leaves, which is dhania ke patte. Then let's take 4 to 5 spicy green chili along with 1/2 inch of ginger, and let's make a paste out of it. Or you can simply take 2 tablespoons of ginger chili paste. And then let's add 1/2 teaspoon of lime juice, followed by 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then we are going to mix everything well together. Now guys, we don't need to add any salt in here because while boiling or making the dal, we already added some salt. And if you feel after mixing the stuffing that you need some salt, then and then only add it. So now let's keep this stuffing aside and let's bring out our dough. So let's uncover and let's refresh it by kneading it again for just about 30 seconds. And then let's take a very small amount of this dough into our hands and roll it between our palms and make it nice and smooth. And once this dough is nice and smooth and round in shape, then it's time for us to press it between our palms and make it into a flat shape. And then let's take a rolling pin and start rolling on this dough. So guys, we are going to make a small puri out of it, a small circular puri out of it. And once the puri is ready, then it's time for us to start stuffing it. So here we go, our puri is ready. This is the size that I'm going with. And let's take ample amount of stuffing, almost 1 tablespoon of stuffing I took. And now let's start gathering the ends of this puri and folding it like so. It's very easy to make. Do not get intimidated by this. It's extremely easy. It's just like you are making momos and or modaks. And then let's just press the ends together like so. And here we go. We have our one kachori ready. And we are simply going to repeat the same process with the rest of the dough and the stuffing. And guys, you can give it any shape that you wish, whichever shape is easier for you to make, you can go ahead and make that. And see guys, I made couple of kachoris. So now it's time for us to fry them. So here I've already heated up some oil, and the way to check if the oil is ready is by adding a small amount of the dough into the oil, and if the dough comes on top and starts floating on top, that means the oil is ready for frying. So it's time for us to start deep frying our kachoris. So now one by one, let's add our kachori into this hot oil and make sure that the flame is on medium. Guys, if you keep the flame on high, then the kachoris will get burned from outside and will remain raw from inside. So guys, make sure to keep the flame on medium, and using a slotted spoon, I'm going to add some oil on top as well, as you just saw. And then once the bottom is nice and golden brown in color, then let's turn the kachoris upside down and cook it till the time all of the kachori is nice and golden brown in color. And here we go guys, it's looking absolutely delicious. So let's remove it out in a plate covered with a paper towel so that it sucks all that excess oil. And once we are done with this, we are simply going to repeat the same with the rest of the kachoris. And here guys, I have all the kachoris nicely fried. So now let's plate it and serve it while it's hot with some tomato ketchup or some spicy green chutney. And guys, do make this recipe. Do let me know what you thought about this recipe. Don't forget to share this recipe with your friends and family. Especially enjoy this recipe during the monsoons. And I will see you very, very soon. Meanwhile, you take care. Bye-bye.